So you will be starting with 4 spells. One to summon your pet, in this case it will be a skeleton. Life Bolt, which is kind of similar to the Warlock spell, and here is where it gets interesting. Source conversion and mana conversion, because as a Necromancer, as you can see, you will not regenerate your mana, so you have to get it from somewhere. And this is where things get interesting. As you can see, I cannot regenerate my mana, so I'm gonna have to use my pet to get it.
So you're
When getting
sucking the
mana,
life out of your pet to regain your mana.
yeah, and you can give it back from an enemy with source conversion. And I wanted to make this class kind of like I don't know if you played Heroes of the Storm, but Cho'Gall. You have like two things in one because as a Necromancer you are almost the same thing as your pet. Your pet is nothing without you. You are nothing without it.
So I can't be a hunter and sacrifice my pet.
And so far we have decided for two talent trees for Necromancer. It will be Bones, the caster damage. No, this is the tank specialization, and no, this is the tank because it will be a caster tank, and each one of these, the DPS Bones and the tank Gravekeeper, will have a fitting pet at the end. One that is tanky, you can keep on draining mana from him without having any problems. He has lifesteal and so on. And the Bones, where you will be doing a lot of DPS, but it will be quite some burst damage because you will run out of mana quick, and you have to be careful with your rotation and so on.
So
And
how will the tanking work?
there will be quite some lifesteal and saves. If that Here you can take a look at this spell. I haven't toned down a bit. It increases your damage with saves and gives us a chance to stun the target. And you will also have a spell. Let me see it. No, here. You will regenerate 5 mana per strike. So instead of not only taking mana from your pet, you will also take mana from other sources. You will have quite some armor increases here to balance the fact that you will only be able to wear cloth. And we also have some spells prepared with morphing. You will have the Leech form for the bones, where you get an increased spell power, and I think Abomination form for Gravekeeper, where we have a lot more health, but your damage will be quite reduced. And I really wanted to show off the Abomination hook for the Gravekeeper. It will be like
It
the Death
basically
Grip of
pulls them
Death Knight.
in.
Yeah, but like Death Grip of Death Knight, but with a much bigger range. And cooldown, of course. You also have dodge, the attack power bonus of your spells because you will be using staves. You will physically attack your enemies. Creature buffs, necrotic strike, which is kind of like the warrior spell you begin with, but instead of physical damage, it's arcane damage. Detect invisibility, stuns, and here necrosis. Your auto attacks deal additional shadow damage. Here, because it's also a tank class and you have quite some stamina, you and your pet will be empowered by your total stamina. Now let's see a bit of bones, because this is a mistake of mine because I mistakenly increased spirit, but it's useless here. As you can see, it only increases the health regeneration, and that's kind of useless. And will be very powerful. We've taken it from the Warlock. Each spell you cast has a chance to heal your pet. These are some also basic ones, increased intellect, that are fitting, and because you will be kind of a glass cannon, we decided to add this. Increases your armor by an amount equal to your intellect. Here we are still trying to get this to work with with the fact that mana doesn't work. I think that we'll have to remove it because it's not working. It breaks the entire mechanic, and we'll have to replace it with something else. Here, another pet buff increases your creature's intellect, and this will be quite powerful with the final pet because this will be a caster pet.
Instead of it giving,
Here,
wait, that one before that you said was broken, did that say passive regeneration?
yeah, but we could not get it to work with our system, and we'll have to find something else.
What about increased mana get back when you do that spell to get your mana back?
Yeah, that would really work, and that's a good idea. I think I'm gonna try it sometime soon. Okay, here's Curse, who reduces your enemy's damage because, as I said, you are gonna be kind of a glass cannon. Curse of the Vampire reduces the effect of healing. Frost Mist reduces the movement speed of an enemy. Suppression increases your chance to hit with spells. Decrepit Touch increases the damage of your minions because, as a Bones Necromancer, you will also have an ability. Let me see it. Find it. You will be able to. Hold on, where are you? I think it might be this. Okay, the point is you will have a spell without cooldown, but that takes a lot of mana that will spawn 3 skeletons to attack your target. And you can cast it until you run out of mana, but they will last for only 10 seconds. It's kind of a
Kind
timed,
of, I was gonna say,
like Art of the Dead, if makes sense, but you gotta cast it multiple times. And it's
is it kind of like arcane blast or explosion or whatever it is from mages, where you can just keep casting it over and over again until it runs out of mana?
yeah. And the last one, it's Molten Skin, also to help with the fact that you are a glass cannon. But this is
So
only what we have so
something I
far.
haven't seen is Bone Shield from Death Knights.
Where is that?
I said I haven't seen it. I said that'd be pretty cool to have circling bones around you as a necromancer
Yeah, we could do that on the,
on the tanking spec.
yeah, as maybe an increased armor aura or something, lifesteal aura maybe.
It doesn't even have to be a spec like a talent point. It could be something you learn on a trainer maybe.
Yeah, maybe just a visual effect or some small bonus to your health, or maybe dodge increase a shield or something. There are so many ways we could use it.